ready to fight? Ready.
What is good, MMA fans and gamers? It's your boy Fight Nate's Finest, the Sophie commentator, coming at you with a quick fight online match of the matchup that actually just took place last night. Holms versus Valentina Shevchenko. I'm pretty sure I said that name right. If I didn't say it right, I'm sure somebody could correct me in the comment section. Maybe spell it out phonetically for me so I don't make that same mistake again. I probably watched like 3 videos and like every other person pronounced it a different way, so I'm really not sure on the pronunciation. Anyway, like I said, this fight actually took place last night, so while I was randomly surfing through for a fight to record for you guys, this man, woman, entity, thing, it decided to play Valentina Shevchenko. And to be honest, he had quite an interesting style in this. I think it's a bit of a contrast from what we saw last night, where Valentina Shevchenko had like all these different tools in her arsenal, like wheel kicks, check right hooks, the inside leg kick, the outside leg kick, and then even scoring a couple of takedowns. I was quite disappointed that Holly Holmes didn't win. I'm actually a fan of Holly Holmes, and just because of the fact that she's a boxer and the way she kicks is actually absolutely amazing. So I was a bit devastated to see that she did lose the fight, but that's what happens when you get 2 counter punches in the ring. Like, I think Holly Holmes fought overly technical, and to be honest, this really isn't my intention to give like a full fight review, because to be honest, I'm still learning about MMA. So if you guys are boxing fans like I am, it's good to, I guess, see the contrast of how people will cut down the octagon compared to how they will cut the ring off, and there's certain things you can get away with boxing because it's only your hands, and of course that do the damage. Yes, your feet put you in position to land those shots, but and MMA is a little bit different. You can get punished in various different ways for trying to come forward and trying to cut the ring off while maybe engaging with a jab or engaging with a 1-2. And even though I felt like Holly Holmes fought really technical and gave her a little bit too much respect, I understand why she had the difficulties that she did in that fight. In this fight, though, however, I think we're doing pretty good. It hasn't been too hard to deal with, even though her style is pretty weird compared to other online players. I think in a way it's a little bit more sim actually too, because she actually, it's like we're taking turns in a way. Like, just look at how the exchanges go. I will miss with something and she will miss with something. It's not the clunky type of fighting you usually get when you play this game online, where if I start hitting you with some headshots and you're not getting stunned from it, somebody will just start throwing tons of body shots and then mixing up all these weird combinations. So what I did here is I honestly did not want to take the fight to the floor. I think this is the second takedown I stuffed this fight and was able to prevent myself from entering in the ground game. I think Holly Holmes has like an 85 overall when it comes to the ground game. So a lot of times when you go for transitions, when you go for denials, you don't really get them. And because of that, I really want to try to stay off of the ground. But I'm quite comfortable on the cage, and single collar is my specialty. I'd love to be in a single collar. I'd love to be able to stop my opponents from transition spamming. Like, you can actually punish them from transition spamming in the single collar position. So that is definitely one of my fortes to go to. And against a lot of online players, it's usually how I damage them enough to be able to transition into the tie clinch and then finish the job from there. So as you can see here, she did get, I think that's an inside trip, or it might have been an outside trip. We went to the ground, and then immediately we take it right back to the cage when we got up from over-under position. And I just try to work the single collar from here. Surprisingly enough, though, she was not transition spamming like most people do, or like a lot of, I guess, inexperienced players that play in quick fight, because I don't really play ranked, I don't play ultimate team. They just transition, and then they just hope that eventually they'll get out of it. So we're actually having quite a bit of a tactical battle in here, like exchanging either like elbows, little uppercuts. She's blocking and comes back with the knee right there to the body. So it's been a very, very, I don't know, interesting, intriguing display of skills in this, from the clinch position. Right here, we got up in tie clinch, tried to go for the knee finish, but we was unsuccessful. Health was down for sure, and this ends up going into round number 2. So I think we did a lot of things well in round number 1. I think we did get the better of the exchanges. For some reason, when I was fighting, I was sitting here like, why would you show me doing like highlights of stuff and takedowns? I'm not sure who exactly won that round. I would like to believe I won the round. I was feeling pretty confident that I won the round, and there's still plenty of time left in the fight. So round 1 is usually the filling out process. I think I got her style down, but then this is where things get a little bit interesting, because right here, after we connected this jab, you're gonna see she starts doing like this weird sidestep like all the time, and I think she was doing it a bit in round number 1, but at this point in the fight, I just start noticing it. Like, she keeps stepping to the side and stepping to the side, and I do know from playing so much online that you can sidestep kicks, you can sidestep punches if you step in the correct, direction. You do get the evade on it, but to overly abuse it the way that you're gonna see her do here is kind of new, because I really don't run into people doing it that often at all. So once again, there it goes. You see the trend starting. I went for like a leg kick to the body, and immediately she sidestepped that direction. So cutting off the ring and getting her back onto the cage, which is what I wanted to do in this round, is becoming increasingly more difficult. So you see me here trying to walk her down like we used to do in Fight Night. I think they had a term for it, but I can't remember right now. It's one of those terms where I think it was called clinging, where you can kind of like cling to your opponent, and whatever direction you go, you was pretty much on them, and it cut the ring down instantly, and they weren't able to step around you or get to the side of the ring that had more space. So applying that tactic in this fight really isn't working. So I step back here and try to use my range, as you see us attempt a super kick to the head there, which unfortunately did not connect. So with 3 minutes, approaching the 3-minute round, 3-minute mark in this round, I'm not really feeling desperate. I decided to switch up tactics and go a little bit more high-low with my combinations. And once again, we're still looking to put her up against the cage in order to get her into the single collar position. So we do manage to get it. We finally successful with it, and then we start working the knees. We start working the little shots that we can get in wherever we can get them in, and then just hope for the best at this point. So if you guys are enjoying the fight, go ahead and drop a like for me. Leave your thoughts in the comment section of how you think this one's gonna go at this point. Let's make it a little bit more entertaining than me just sitting here and this happened and that happened, and you guys get the point. Oh, another thing to do before I forget, look in the description right now. Follow me on twitch.tv/FightNatesFinest8. Like I said, it's in the description. Link is there. Go ahead and press the follow, because we do stream UFC from time to time on a regular basis, as well as have some pretty interesting conversations with the chat. So if you guys would like to be a part of that, you know where to find us. Twitch.tv/FightNatesFinest8. So back to the action here. I might as well just call it out, right? Since it just feels like we're getting to the end. We're having a lot of success right now. The high-low combinations, the pressure is finally starting to force her to crumble. And I think this is where we go ahead and, finish the job here. So I'm just let it play out. I'm gonna let it roll, and then we'll just let it roll here. Sorry, I'm a bit rusty. Like I said, I haven't really made too many commentaries as of late, so I don't know, we're calling it like a 10-minute match is a little increasingly difficult for me to do. So there's the super kick that ends up connecting. We rush her, but we try to do it smart so we don't lose all our stamina. Get her up against the cage, drop the knee, drop the elbow, and then I think this is where we get the knee finish, and that would be all she wrote as we go in for the final kill. As she bows down to the master. Okay, I'm taking it a little bit too far, but cold clock finish, and that is all she wrote. So once again, if you guys did enjoy the video, go ahead and drop a like, and also leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know what I can improve on. Let me know what matchups you guys want to see, maybe some fighters you want to see me fight with. Anyway, it's been your boy, Fight Nate's Finest, the Silver Commentator, and I'm out. Peace.
Just unexpected.